pull up a chair.
It's huge.
It's my big blue ball.
I like it.
Get a little closer. There you go.
Okay. How are you gonna video blog?
You'll see. I made kind of like this movie thing here. I'm Deanna.
I'm George. Hi.
And we go on go on vacation about twice a year, right?
Yep.
And we'd been to Seattle before briefly because we were getting on a ship to go to Alaska, which kind of turned into a disaster.
Yes.
It was good, but we had some bad company. Anyway, that'll be another video. So we went first class. We used my Sky Miles, and that was awesome. Delta.
Yeah, we didn't get the big plane going out, but at least we got to sit up front, and the food was good. And
that was like a salmon over barley.
Yeah.
It was a cold salmon over barley with some other like pine nuts. It was good. Very, very classy. And we know class.
I think we have some pictures of that. I don't think we have any video.
I think I'm missing some pictures of yours.
I know. They're on my website.
I mean, on on your phone.
Oh, I got you.
Because I know I took a picture of first class.
Yeah, I took a picture of you in first class.
Yeah, so you never gave those to me. So you'll have to give them to me later.
I'll give it to you.
So here we are getting on the ferry. Never been on a ferry before.
People actually see this?
Yeah, they're going to see it.
How did they see this?
I'm going to put it on YouTube.
Oh, and you're going to sync it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, well. So this is the ferry. We've never been on a ferry before. We did not know what was going on. We, got the car, which was a nice car, by the way. That Jeep.
Yeah,
with the leather. Oh, my God. The heated leather seats. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. So we get the car. We get to the ferry station, and we have no clue what to do.
And I run in like an idiot and go running all the way to the place where you buy your tickets, and I look at the lady and I say, I've got 2 people in a car. And she looked at me like, no, you don't. You're just a guy standing in front of me. And she goes, if you got a car, you just drive around the back and there's a little toll station. You just pay right there. Oh. So after that, it was pretty easy. You just kind of went around. And
yeah, but then you stopped, got out of the car, and asked the guy behind us if this was the ferry going to Bainbridge.
Well, there's a ferry there, but it goes to 2 different islands. And when we went by, I saw the sign that said Bainbridge, but then I asked you right afterwards. I said, I'm in the right place, right? You saw the sign, and you said, what sign?
I wasn't looking for a sign.
It was a giant sign.
I am not your co-pilot.
Yeah, apparently not. God isn't either. Nobody wants to be my co-pilot.
Oh. Now here's a nice picture of Seattle. And that's pretty much how the weather was the entire time. I know why these people smoke pot and drink coffee every day.
That was actually a nice day. It wasn't raining. You could see I'm not wearing 5 layers of clothing, and I'm not being blown to the back of the ship.
And that's your favorite position.
That's what I did every time I got on the ferry.
Every time we got on the ferry.
They had a full bar, and great bar food on the ferries.
Yeah,
we
had breakfast.
45 minutes on each trip. So it's perfect. You get on board, you walk to the cafe, you get yourself a beer, maybe a pretzel.
That was probably the best part of the whole vacation. Was just getting. It was like a little mini,
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you call it?
Vacation.
No, it was like a little mini
expedition.
Cruise.
Yeah,
cruise. Oh my
cruise.
God.
Oh.
There's the picture of the wonderful weather again.
I don't know what day that was. That wasn't the same day because look, you can actually see. No, I think that was taken when we were going whale watching, which was another disaster on its own.
And this is the beginning of the whale watching. So I have real bad arthritis in my knees, but I figured I'm just going to medicate myself with painkillers and just go. So we had to walk like a mile to get to the place. We took the ferry over, didn't want to, hire a car or anything, although I did have you put Uber on your phone.
Yeah, we should have.
We should have Ubered it, but I thought I can do it.
It was literally a mile plus more because they were chewing up the sidewalk and right across the street a couple times. So
and thank God I had a cane. I mean, that helped. But anyway, so we get nice people on this. What was it called? Island Adventures.
Yeah.
2 guys, pretty funny guys, a captain and a first mate. The first mate's kind of like he does everything.
Makes good chili dogs.
Yeah, makes good chili dogs. He was constantly feeding people and
which is good because there were absolutely no whales.
It was
no whales.
No whales. So this is what we saw.
So they would run like really just driving into the wind, so everybody had to stay inside, and then occasionally they'd stop.
Freaking cold.
And everybody would run out, and there'd be a seal. It was just like a harbor seal, and he would just be hanging out. And I swear it was the same seal. We just followed him around throughout the day. He was not into the whole.
And there's this sound. If I can do it, I'll let you hear the sound. That was like 5 hours of this.
It's a diesel engine.
Boat engine.
Droning.
And there's the kitchen.
We were right next to the kitchen. I think that's why my back hurt for the next week afterwards, because I was just sitting there in this hard chair. Yeah, there you go. Wait.
Yeah, there it is. I meant to turn that off. There's a ferry. I meant to turn the sound off. And me, I'm like, okay, this is great. It's going to be just fine.
Does it ever end?
Does it ever? Oh my God, we're not going to make it. So, needless to say, here's George's opinion of the whole trip.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys were really nice. No whales.
Lots of seals.
Lots of seals. Yeah, there was little kids on the boat, but after you get on the boat, and
they froze. I think the kids froze to death. I don't remember as many getting off as they did get on.
And you hear this drone. You can't hear anybody really. It's like.
It just wasn't. And this is everybody fell asleep. Yeah, toward the end of the cruise,
you looked around.
I swear to God, we'd been out there 3 days because there were people just sleeping and. Don't go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get away. There you go. Attaboy. You're on film.
Oh my God.
And you try to figure out how to turn off the GoPro.
Yeah.
No, it's the button on the left.
So we saw
eagle. I think it was the same.
There's the famous eagle that we saw. I
swear it was the same
bald eagle.
He just flew us around.
There's another bald eagle. No, that's the same bald eagle.
Bald eagle.
Yeah. And here's more of George's opinion of the. Those people are crazy standing out there because you couldn't get on the front of the boat. The front of the boat, it was like
occasionally
ice cold.
Somebody would wander out and they get almost to the front of the boat and then they come running back because it would blow you over and it was freezing.
The bathroom was nice.
Yeah, I don't know why this bathroom stayed so nice with all the people, especially with the kids. Yep, still no whales. 5 hours, and I think if you got the audio, this is around the point where the guy goes, "We're into the fourth quarter, folks. We don't think we're going to see any whales, but we're gonna try to zip over to some other."
They tried really hard. They did. To keep us entertained. It just,
And that was it. But we are able to come back.
My eyes were dry.
Time. That's the back.
That's the back end of a
seal.
You
get a lot of those when you're.
Yeah. And shots of the.
That was
no whales.
Now that I see it, it was actually a nice day. It was just cold as all get out.
Yeah. It's a lot of steep cliffs with houses on them.
Either the other houses are down in the water, or it's a really sturdy cliff and it's just been that way forever. But that's
the Tacomas Bridge, the one they called Galloping Gertie.
The Narrows or what? The something.
That's the one that
That
you see on the old black and white film of it going crazy, jumping around.
Fell over, sank in the swamp.
Yeah.
And then they built it
And
again.
then they built it again.
And it stayed.
Yeah.
If I'd have known how to get to it, I think I would have liked to get on it, jump up and down, see if I can.
There's another.
Because we turned around, we didn't go under it, which we should have. I think they should have let us go under it because, well, what else were we doing? It would have been nice to go under the famous bridge.
We thought this little village here reminded us of that movie Popeye.
Yeah, they're all brightly colored. You can't really see, but they're all colored and they're all differently structured and different elevations, and they're all joined together on this one long pier. And I could just see Popeye in olive oil.
Do your Popeye impression.
No. I am what I am.
And lots of barges out there,
and
lots
tankers,
of tankers, and I guess this is a major seaport.
This was we were by Tacoma.
Yeah.
Which...
There's a bridge
There's
again.
a bridge again. That damn bridge. This was one of the last things we kept circling these poor seals, but they didn't care because
they didn't give a shit.
They were asleep. They were kind of looking at us. I think
that's
the eagle.
The same eagle. More
eagle.
seals.
Yeah, we could have summed this up in about
eagle.
a 5-minute journey. Gone out, seen the eagle, seen the seals, gone home.
And I understand. Animals are gonna do what they do. I mean, you can't. But we've been on. It was just disappointing, and you spent a lot of money. It's like $200 for 2 people for 5 hours of cold and.
But we are allowed to come back anytime, anywhere.
Yes.
And they guarantee us to see whales.
We were fluked.
Fluked.
That's
it's
what
a technical term. Call them up and say, I was fluked. And they'll go, okay, get on the next boat. And you're like, no, I don't want to get on the boat. I just wanted to call and tell you that. There's the same eagle. I swear, we just followed him around.
He just, yeah. Yeah.
Is this another...
this is either going out or coming back. I don't remember.
I think this was another, because I remember the location. He would just stop and say, there's something.
There's something out there. And, and everybody, there was this one lady on there that was just, her eyes were peeled. She never stopped looking at the water. And I just got,
there's a harbor.
Was that, yeah, that's a seal.
Yeah.
And I stopped looking because I was like, well, if something's out there, she's going to find it because she is looking.
If you see an orca, the dorsal fin on those whales is huge. It's like 6 feet. So here we are all, excited when we see a little something break the water, and we don't realize that, if you see an orca, it's huge. It's
I haven't seen orcas, but we've seen gray whales or something in California?
Some kind of a whale.
And we've seen whales in Alaska. So, we've seen our...
So
this was the first time I haven't seen whales. I even wore my lucky whale necklace, my lucky whale tail. Didn't happen. All right. So we're back on the...
Oh, yes.
Back on trolley.
This wasn't the same day. This was another day.
No, I think it was the second day. I mean, the same day.
Oh, you're right, because there's my jacket.
Yeah, and we were starving because we were...
And I had a beer, and it was the best beer ever, because they don't have beer on the whale boat, which they really should, because...
They didn't have beer?
No, you think I would have been drinking the entire time. The marijuana place. This was day...
Here we go.
2.
Of course, I've got this really horrible arthritis in my knees, and apparently Washington has recreational use of marijuana is legal. So I wrote down a bunch of places that were in Seattle, but we were staying on Bainbridge Island, which you have to take the ferry across. So our Uber driver, when we were coming back from the whale watching thing, he said, he's sure that there's places on Bainbridge, because he says they're all over the place.
Yeah.
These little shops. So we went back and looked it up, and sure enough, there's this paper and leaf. And I don't know what I was expecting, but you go into this
nondescript building in a very nondescript part of town. It's kind of like a warehouse. It was like a
gated kind of
warehouse,
big gate. Yeah, I don't know. So,
but it was really nice in there.
Yeah, it was very nice. I didn't take pictures because I didn't want to,
We didn't know the deal.
Don't take pictures.
I don't think they would have minded. It was kind of cool. It was like a marijuana museum. They had like different
Oh
buds.
my God, the names of the things like purple monkey and gorilla's butt and stuff like that.
Kush.
Yeah, strange things. But anyway, the lady there was so nice, and I told her what my problem was. And everybody that I talked to, of course they're going to say this, but everybody I talked to had some kind of pain. That they were using that stuff. I got pain. That's why I'm using it.
Help me.
So she suggested these 3 things. The thing on the thing on the right is a rub that you put on your skin. So I would rub that on my knees. And the tincture in the background is excuse me, you put that underneath your tongue, a whole dropper full, and that is supposed to just give you like a body high or something, right?
And the lemon drops on the left just get you high because they're nothing but THC. It's got nothing to do with if the pain don't go away after the first 2, you just get high.
Yeah,
and,
so
it does. That one, I did the rub just to try it out because like by day 3 I was beaten up and sore, and it actually does work, but. Then again, so does, lidocaine that you can buy or any kind of heat pad or whatever. But the drops, they get you high.
They have a nice little brochure. I'll have to take a picture of it and put it on here. It's like a tourist. I guess it's for tourists, that are coming. Tourist guide to marijuana. And, it's here somewhere.
Don't get high and drive down the highway.
Yeah, you can't smoke or imbibe in public. I guess it's all to be,
it's not
go home.
Well, it's sort of like beer. You can drink liquor and stuff in a restaurant or in your private home, but they don't expect you to be walking down the street with an open container. Same thing, just you got to use your head with them.
And of course, we both broke rule number 1: do not imbibe in public.
We didn't imbibe in public. We actually tried all the stuff in the room, but then we went gambling. Well, actually, we went out to eat.
Yeah,
because. I think this was day 3 or 4 or something. We tried it and it worked good, and then well, it didn't. I mean, we didn't feel that much of an effect. So, like idiots.
If one's good, 2 will be even better.
And then we go to dinner, and then right about the middle of dinner, whoa boy, yeah!
Oh my God!
Hits you like a...
You were hysterical. That's what's weird. I've got video of you on my phone. I've got to somehow get it on here, but this is just me explaining what I've done so far. And the thing on the knees, it worked, but I've got stuff that's over the counter that works just as good. And the tincture, it relaxes you, but it doesn't take the pain away that much from my knees.
I'm not sure what the tincture was supposed to be, what they call the full body high, because there's different components. There's a THC what gets you high, and then there's like a CBD and a CBD. Yeah. There's different components that they can harvest from the plant, and some of it is supposed to be good for the body, some of it's supposed to be, good for the mind, and some of it to get you high. I don't know.
So I don't know if it was this day or the next day we were going to... We stayed at the Squamish
Clearwater
Casino, which was very nice. George loved the bed because it was
all feather.
Feather pillows.
Feather top, feather bottom, nice. Feather pillows.
Yeah. And the gambling wasn't that good, but I didn't care. I was high.
Get high and gamble.
I was high. So we went
a long time.
I know.
In this video. Are people going to hear the
No.
Well,
no, it's boring. I can tell you what I said.
It's very informative.
No.
I can
Now,
tell you're
see
into
how that's sealed? We hadn't tried it yet. So either that night or the night after. So I took one. I've been taking one every night, and I slept good, you know.
Oh, that's right. The first night we took it, we just took one and went to bed.
Right. So the second night, we're about to go out to eat, and I had already had one. I took two. That's right, and let them kind of melt in my mouth. So we get to the restaurant, and I had read, and I forgot about this, that it could take up to 2 hours for it to affect you. Edibles can take up to 2 hours.
System.
Yeah. So we're sitting there, and you start kind of freaking.
I didn't
Not freaking, but kind of getting.
I just didn't. I lost track of time. I'm usually good,
and you're explaining it in detail. And
has it taken the waitress 6 years since we last saw her?
Oh my God! It felt like we were there forever.
We were just fed up. I think to everybody else, we we're like bees. We just. These people are high.
I got a salad, and I'm eating this thing, and I'm looking at. I'm like, it looks like I haven't even eaten any. It was like a bottomless salad. I kept eating it, and nothing was going away. And you don't remember eating what you ate. I
had a burger. Well, I remember
burger and a shot.
They had a special there. It was $10. It was a burger, a beer, and a shot. And I remember the shot as it was a Fireball, and the beer was good. I don't remember eating a burger, but I remember we were there for an incredibly long time.
It felt like we were there for 5 or 6 hours.
I should have started a timer on my watch just to realize how bad my sense of time had drifted.
We were in slow-mo.
No, the world was in slow-mo. We were...
I made the mistake because I don't drink, but I thought, hey, nothing's happening. I'm not getting any pain relief. I'm going to have a little bit... I had the bartender make me something.
There's some chocolate.
It was some called chocolate cake or something like that, and I had like maybe 3 sips of it, and that's all it took. And do not mix alcohol and cannabis. Oh my God, I got so paranoid. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to walk. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at you, and your mouth is just moving. I'm not hearing what you're saying.
That's not uncommon for married folk.
And yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get up, fall over. George is gonna have to call, emergency, come pick me up, and then I'll go to a nice hospital bed, and I'll be all comfortable.
No, you'll be on the island. I don't even know if they have a hospital on that island.
Anyway, that was kind of... And here, you'll see, a lot of this stuff has this not for kids thing on it, because, a kid would mistake this for, candy.
Yeah.
It's candy.
Save it for the adults, because if you have kids, you probably need this stuff.
And, of course, we live in Florida, so we can't take any of it back.
No, we had to leave a bunch of it behind.
George wanted me to leave it on the counter or in the hotel room. I'm like, that's kind of obvious. Just throw it in the trash. If they want to look through it and find it, that's fine.
I'm sure they'll.
And
this is the view. On a nice day.
It was very, very nice place.
Very serene.
It had like a nice.
We're right by the pool facility, which is inside.
We did some wine. George did some. Well, I didn't drink.
Only a couple places, but this was a guy that's does his own. Pretty much does everything on his own. He's like one of these crazy hippie dudes that wants.
He was an IT guy.
IT guy, still an IT guy to pay the bills, but he loved doing wine, and he's yeah. He had good wine.
He was nice. Really good stuff. Did it all himself.
He was actually growing a European grape that was designed to be in cold weather, because apparently on the Bainbridge Island side, it's really cold, and it's like the cold part of Europe, whereas on the other side of the Cascade Mountains, it's like California, and you can grow pretty much anything you want, but there's a few crazy renegade winemakers on the cold side that are trying to survive.
He told us the most wonderful story about the Japanese internment of the people on Bainbridge. They were actually the first Japanese people to be interned Am I saying that right?
Yeah. Yeah, they were kind of an experiment because they figured these are people out on an island. They got nowhere to run, so we'll grab them first and see how it goes. And then
it was an amazing story that he told, and it's a very long story. I won't bore you with it, but
read up on it, folks.
Yeah, Bainbridge
Island, Japanese internment, World War II.
He has an artist that makes his labels, and she makes the most. She has the most incredible paintings I've seen. Then we went to a beer. I guess it was
local brewery.
Yeah, brewery and
pub thing, and
this guy just walked in with his dog. I think this is the owner or somebody that works there because I think I saw his picture up on the thing. So he grabs his dog and puts the dog in the chair, and I just thought it was the most hysterical thing. And that's his dog bowl.
Of course,
I'm sure it's filled with water. And this lady came up next to him.
Drive. Yeah, dogs drive and let them.
And somebody got this lady. Just was crazy about this. She never left the dog's side. I don't know if they knew each other. The dog, the dog knew her. I don't know.
Dog drives everybody home.
Yeah, and then you got these nice.
We got a nice sampler pack. It was you had all their different beers.
You drank them all yourself? I tasted them.
Yeah, I did taste them. They had a good variety.
And then we went into Seattle.
Oh, that was
This was the Chihuly exhibit. I really like his art, his glass. I do a little bit of glass stuff.
His museum sucks though. It's expensive and it's not really.
It was really short. Let's just put it that way. And it was $22 a person or something.
Like that, for like half an hour's worth of.
I mean, it is really pretty. It's really nice.
He does some really cool stuff.
Cool stuff. It is. But
it's all really.
Oh yeah, and that was another mistake with my knees. We had the Uber guy drop us off at the science thing, science museum, and there was 1 million kids. We made a mistake of going on a week where all the kids were out of school.
So I'm like an idiot. I'm like, well, let's go to the Chihuly thing because it's really close by, according to my GPS on my phone. And Deanna said, okay. So I hit the button, and the phone thought I was in a car. So because Seattle's got a lot of one-way streets and places you can't go. So even though the place was right behind the Science Museum, we ended up going like about 5 blocks over and then 5 blocks
and
back.
And we literally could have walked right behind the building we were at.
That was my bad.
And it was right there.
That was... Never... If you're walking on foot, never activate the driving feature of your GPS. Just kind of eyeball it because the phone doesn't understand that people, when you're walking, you don't need to go 12 blocks. You can walk an alley, anyway. And so it was a cool place, but man, it's so not worth it. It was cold outside,
and it was raining, and they had an exhibit outside, but you couldn't enjoy it because it was just raining. It was raining all over you.
It's freezing and sleet.
And then we made the mistake of going into Seattle.
Well,
into the fish market. The fish market,
which was crowded, cold, and
every tourist stands right where we were, and takes this picture.
And then wanders away.
But there was a nice to the left, you can't see it, but there was a nice information center, and I said, we just want seafood. We'd been in Seattle for like 3 days, and we hadn't had seafood yet. In fact, above us on Bainbridge Island is the place that they named Dungeness crab after. It's called Dungeness, and we didn't even go there. But there was just so many people here. The vegetables, very nice, fruits and vegetables. Mm-hmm. They had lots of restaurants. So anyway, the information guy said, go to this place. It's the best chowder you'll ever have. And I think it was, I even had it on my list of places to go.
And, the first place we tried to go.
And we got there, and the line, it was kind of funny. It was like some movie. Oh, it was like that. What's that movie? The Christmas movie we always watch.
Oh, Christmas Story.
Yeah. It's like when the kids go up to see Santa, and he gets in line, and the guy's like, hey, kid, the line starts back here. Because I got in line, and this guy says, hey, the line starts back here. Like, oh, shit. yeah, so we went back, walked all the way back to the information thing, and the guy.
We said, "What's Plan B?"
We said, "What's Plan B?" And
because it'll be dinner time by the time we get chowder.
This isn't the crab.
No, and it wasn't much to it. It was just a little chowder bar, and you had to go wander away and try to find a place. Yeah,
there was no place to sit. No. So they directed us to this other thing. Was it called Steelhead or something?
Yeah, Steelhead.
And that was awesome. The bread.
That's just
oh my god. Yeah, that was the bread, and they had this herb thing. Oh my god. And the guy gave us a coupon for free appetizer, which was Dungeness crab and shrimp tater tots.
It was good.
Oh no, that wasn't the free thing. The free thing was that
some kind of bruschetta thing,
tartar thing, which wasn't meat tartar. It was some kind of vegetable tartar thing. Excellent. But the food was excellent, and we shared something because there's no way we could have eaten. I can't remember what it was. I didn't take a picture of it. Okay, this is us leaving Bainbridge on another ferry, because there's a second ferry that's higher up where you can. Because we were going to Tululup.
Tululup, and that's in a different part of Seattle. It's actually north of Seattle. So we got on, and actually on this time, we got on the higher deck of the ferry.
Yeah.
And we didn't leave. We were like kind of tired. So we just stayed in the car for the whole voyage.
So
I didn't get my beer that time. I should have. That was like our last trip on the thing.
Yeah. See, I didn't put this in there. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. So that was another nice. We didn't eat or anything on that one because it was short, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. The next place, George had a ball.
Oh, this was the Boeing.
Now we only have like a few pictures of it because they don't allow pictures inside
the assembly building, is the biggest building by volume in the world.
It was huge.
They put together 777s and 787s and 767s in there, and it's a giant assembly building. So we could only take pictures from the outside, from the little museum that they have there. But it was so worth it. It was great.
I just knew I wasn't going to be able to make it through this tour because of my knee. So I asked for a wheelchair, and we got like VIP treatment, I would say.
To see places in the assembly building that nobody does.
It was nice. And I guess while we were there, the lady was saying they were bringing a wing in above the. Why don't you explain that?
Oh yeah, the wings are assembled in a different part of the building, and then they bring them in, and they lift them high above on these sky cranes, and we got to see go from one end of the factory to the other with this wing, and the tour guides were saying this rarely happens.
She'd only seen it one time.
Yeah, I guess they do it at night or sometimes early in the morning or whatever, and they.
And the other thing that was rare was them bringing an engine out or something.
Oh, they had a whole bunch of engines in the parking lot that they were ready to slap in there.
And then we got to see a fledgling leave the nest.
Yeah, somebody actually bought one. You can see it in this picture. This was I think it's Korean Air or something.
Yeah, and Japanese Air. What did the lady say? That they can't drive it off, the people that are buying it can't drive it off
Boeing
property. They have to meet them down the strip somewhere.
Well, the airport there, the field airport is not owned by Boeing. They lease runway space from the city. So Boeing gets the thing built, and they roll it out, and then they put it on the runway, and then the customer comes out, and they have a little ceremony, and they get in their plane and fly away.
A little ceremony?
Yeah, here's your plane. Here's your keys.
Yeah. Okay, now this is sad. I saw the sun was kind of peeking through here, and I was like, George, take a picture. And now when I look at it, it looks like an ad for like legs are a terrible thing to waste. It looks.
Put down the cheeseburger.
Put down the cheeseburger.
This could be you. Put down the cheeseburger.
Oh my God, this is horrible. And this is this getting? Oh yeah, this is getting on the Bainbridge again.
I don't know. You'll have to play it.
I think.
Oh yeah, this was the first time actually. This is
Are you? No, this is not the first time. I can't remember.
Where the heck are we? Oh, this was the.
Remember, because the GPS kept saying enter ferry.
Ferry. This was leaving Bainbridge.
Yeah, that's leaving Bainbridge.
This one almost looks like the first time.
No, the same cars in front of us. Yeah.
Well, depending on where we go, this might have been the first time, because I remember you filmed quite a bit the first time, so this might be the beginning.
Not really. I filmed actually more this.
Okay, that had to be the leaving Bainbridge, because we couldn't see anything out of the first ferry because we were down below.
See, I think we got inside and we sat there. It was kind of early morning.
Right.
Yeah.
It was cold.
And this is us leaving Bainbridge. We just got off the ferry and we're headed towards Tululip, which is a very nice place. I liked the hotel there. Very good gambling.
You got to keep some of your money.
I got to keep some of my money, but the beds were so freaking hard. I think that's why you got sciatica.
Well, they got put new furniture in, which was nice.
It was all redecorated. And they said that there was some construction going on.
I didn't hear anything.
The first day I did, but that was this was a Mexican
restaurant.
Really good restaurant.
Oh, super good.
That was good. Here's the room. The artwork was just amazing.
Yeah.
And it's done by a local artist. And
very comfy.
It's very pretty, but the bed was hard.
They just need to be broken in hard.
My knees were killing me, which was hard. It was, hard to get to sleep when you're in pain, but it was a nice big room, nice shower. It had that Moen,
the wall
was it Moen?
shower? I think it's a Moen.
Yeah, it's got the three. It's a shower that comes out of the wall, kind of like 3-tiered thing. I don't know. It was crazy.
Water. It's like you see in a prison movie where they hose them down, and you just sit there and you gotta be careful about turning around because you might get cleaned out more than you're expecting. But so great at the end of the day.
I didn't have that problem.
I didn't either, but I was careful.
And then we ate at Ivers. Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Which was kind of funny because we were going to eat at Ivers in Seattle, and we walked in, and it was like a McDonald's of seafood.
Yeah, it was sort of like somewhere between Long John Silver's and, I don't know, Krusty's.
We wanted a nice sit-down place to be served.
And we walked in there, and the people were sit down, and we thought there was a waitress, and she looked at us and said, "You order here, you sit there, and we bring you your food." And we just kind of slinked out the door.
Now, you act like the person said that, but I have to tell you...
She was funny. You order here, you sit there.
I have to say, everybody in Seattle was
nice.
so friendly.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that, being it's so dark and rainy, and... I think all of them are high. That's probably why they're so friendly.
We were.
And that's just a little bit.
That's Ivers.
That's Ivers looking out. There was a
ferry terminal.
Wasn't there a ferry there?
Yeah, there's ferries.
Oh yeah, there's the ferry.
Yeah, there's a.
I've got more pictures.
Everywhere you look, because apparently Seattle has the world's second largest ferry service.
Right.
Whatever. There's literally the ferry terminal every couple of miles going out to these different islands, and it's very efficient. It's only, I think, a car and 2 people, and there's like $20.
But the first time we got on,
first
time we got on this thing, it was like everybody got on so fast, and I said, George, this wouldn't happen in Florida.
No, half the people would just drive off the ferry.
They would be like, "Where am I? How do I do this?"
I got to drive onto the boat? Yeah, no,
it was just like so not regimented, but efficient.
Yeah, I think they would get the thing loaded and be off within about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Which is pretty impressive considering these things are huge.
But, with the pain I had and everything, I don't know, we thought we probably... It was all right.
It should have been a vacation that we planned later in the year, like sometime around September,
Don't go
October,
in February.
When it's maybe a little warmer and drier, and probably should have gone to Vegas or someplace skiing in the beginning part of the year. We're learning, We were hoping for some kind of weather miracle. And some days it was nice, but it was generally wet, cold. No whales.
No whales.
No whales.
No whales. All right. Well,
are we wrapping it up here?
I think we're going to wrap it up.
Thanks for listening, folks.
Thank you.